to Los Angeles. The local time is 12:06 p.m. For your safety, please keep buckled up and keep carrying items put away until the captain turns off the seatbelt sign. Be careful when opening overhead bins as items tend to move during flight. If you have a receipt that says claim at gate, you may pick up your items outside the front boarding doors. If you need any help getting off the plane, feel free to remain seated after we've arrived at the gate so we may better assist you. For info on connecting flights and bag claim, you may check your
US 101. Black Tesla like that?
Yeah, that's the big one. That's that looked like a wagon.
Yeah, you wanna go 101.
How many miles we got? Oh no, we're short. Okay,
third of a mile.
All right.
Yeah, I think you're gonna be coming over soon. Move over back.
Lane to keep right at the fork and continue on exit 24A. Use the middle lane to keep right at the fork and continue on exit 24A.
Hey, yo, listen, man. Listen, you want to know the truth, man? Follow Blake Media. Listen, I came all the way from Boston out here in LA, man. I'm telling you, man, there's something like I never seen before. Blake, man, the proof is there, man. He's exposing it all, man. You want to know what's really happened? Come and follow Blake Media, man. I came all the way from Boston out in LA, man, and it's just crazy what's going on, man. I'm telling you, man. Follow Blake Media, baby. Ready, man.
So, anyway, we got to do Beverly Hills, and then we're gonna go to wherever else we can to fill that gap up. Cause I need live videos.
We got to do the observatory and everything.
Live videos, no, for the
Yeah.
stuff like this. I took a bunch of stuff earlier when I was down there after I got to my lineup. So yeah. How you doing, brother? God bless you too. Less is best. Less of what? Salute.
Salute, baby.
That's all right. Enjoy, brother. Yeah. So I didn't want him to distract him from whatever he was doing. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. Hey, how you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
All right. Hey man, say hi. Say hi, Boston.
What up, Boston?
Yeah. So so tomorrow early, bam. We're gonna go to Beverly Hills. You can tell I'm tired, man. I've been walking and videoing all day long. But yeah. But what happened yesterday? The underground, they call it the underground. They call that the underground, man. With all these people that we think are homeless, just fell on hard times, but got money, but they living in the street. What they tell you? They live differently out here in the West Coast. It ain't what we think it is.
A lot of people get there, right?
So those assumptions, you'll see once I put it all out. But out here, as far as how the people are, it's different. It's like everybody hangs out. Old people, young people, fat people, skinny people.
Yeah.
Everybody hangs out. People with baby cabbages. Everybody hangs out. Ain't nobody in the carriage. That's what I said there. You know, as a matter of fact, you see this? I don't really eat pizza, but look, I'm gonna do that anyway, man, because I'm hungry and I need something quick.
Oh, I can smell the basil on that.
How was the concert? Was it beautiful?
Oh, it was great.
All right, beautiful. Yeah. Congratulations. So yeah, wait a minute, look.
That's a Latino theater, man. Yeah, man, I gotta get up in there to find out what's going on. Hey, yo, you know we're doing another play back home, so I'm gonna go check that out, see what's going on.
So, and you know what else? For those who don't know, now you know a lot of these buildings are old, empty buildings. that are just, I don't know what it is, but he's waving, so I'm gonna wave back down. But a lot of these buildings
Yeah.
are old, like the Barclay and all these other buildings. They're old buildings, old former hotels, man. Some people live in them. They got people that come out early in the morning, and I wonder where the hell they be coming from. Now I know.
Watch your back.
Now I know because I was looking at the where they coming from, and I was talking to the Spanish. As a matter of fact, when you look up, you see like they got businesses, but a lot of these buildings ain't nothing going on. A lot of them are dead.
What's up, bro?
Yeah. So that's where we was at last night, ain't it?
Yeah.
Alexander Hotel. Here's another one. Here's another one.
The Alexandria Hotel.
You got slapped in a long time.
Long time, huh?
Yeah, long time.
Yeah, look how old this is, man. This is
This is historic, man. This is historic downtown.
yeah.
Alexandria. That's like over 100 years old, the hotel. Something.
Yeah, but a lot of this shit's old, man. Look at that.
The last bookstore.
Hey, man, the dude said in the thing there, he said this place is so big that they start building something, but it costs so much money and the time consuming to build it. But now they taking people that are homeless and put them in. What do you say? In the
One unit.
RSO or
Yeah,
single room occupancy.
Yeah,
That's what he said.
trying to clean it up for the Olympics, right?
He said that they're cleaning it all up because there's too much homelessness. There's too much.
Plus they got the Olympics coming, right?
That's besides the point. But they're overwhelmed by the homelessness. That's why they're doing it, and they're looking for quick results. Anybody who's looking for quick results, typically, if they're a politician, they look and say, hey, look what I did, but the back door is still wide open, which means it's not a draft, it's a cold fucking wind blowing through. So, everything else remains to be seen. But anything can be beautified. A lot of these people that are homeless aren't homeless that are doing because they're doing drugs.
Mental health.
Remember that. No, not even that. A lot of these people that, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. There are a good number of people from my own personal talking people that are homeless because they fell on some hard times and they ain't doing drugs.
And can't
They got
afford. They
cars.
can't afford the cost of living.
No, they got cars. These are people that have told me this out of their own mouth. And it's like they just, everyday people just don't have the means. They're struggling. LA, man, is big. You got a lot of rich people, you got a lot of poor people. You know? LA Mission is 316 Winston Street. So it's a mission where you drop stuff off to people. So what I'm going to do, parking enforcement. All right, so the parking enforcement people are out, which means I have to be careful where I park at. Because the way they have this laid out, it's just hard to park. So I'm gonna try this again. So 6th Street from takes you all the way down to this area of frustration. It's not just homelessness, a lot of this is frustration for people who have much of nothing. Let me see if they're allowing people to drive down. If not, no, they're not. Alright, so I'll take it right. But yeah, so this is the daily routine here in this area. A lot of these buildings, I'm sure there's a progress rate. I'm not sure what it is. I'm really not. I have no way of knowing. The only people that I've ever seen that's been interviewed, it's not a lot. You just don't see a lot of it because it's not a lot there. So again, I'm gonna get what I can and see what I can make of this. I want to show you folks something too. It's on the other side. I just want you to see how congested this is, and just want you to see for yourself. All of this, these are just living quarters, living conditions. How they live. Just wanted to share that with you. And I'm gonna take me a right. Doesn't say no turn on red. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna find me a parking spot. And that'll be that. Let's see if I can find one. So across the street we have Fred George's Mission. Down the street we have a few. All of these places deal with in addiction, and there are 2 women's places that I've seen before. I forget the names. One's a shelter and one's more of an upscale business dealing with people who are may not be so heavy into the mental health issues. Yeah. So that's what I've been able to uncover. Down here, that's because it's like an outside shelter where they sit outside.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go there, man.
Matter of fact, we're going there right now before it gets dark.
All right, out.
Jeff Page, I think his name is, better known as General Jeff. His mission, or what became his mission at the end of his life, was to make it better for people in Skid Row. So he died of some kind of heart disease, I think, in October of 21. And as a result, they put this mural up there, and there's another one on the corner of 6th and Pedro, I believe. So his mission was to help make it better for the people in Skid Row. Now, for those of you who don't know, you're so used to seeing certain parts of Skid Row. Skid Row's big. It's about 50 blocks. This is like a city within itself, thousands of people live at. So who picked up the baton? Who knows? All we know is that this person, he tried his best to make something happen for Skid Row. And unfortunately, a lot of times when someone picks something up and we get caught up in the personality, not the principle, we forget that there was a principle of what he stood for. Something to consider, folks.
So hopefully I can have all of this done within 3 weeks to a month. And it depends on what my schedule's like when I get back. Because this, it's a lot of pieces. Plus, gotta hit Beverly Hills. Because I want to get segments on, I'm going to get out the street and get rid of the middle of the lines and hit video for like 5 seconds and then hit pictures behind it and do that on a few different streets. And then there's another place we need to go, which is right in front of Beverly Hills.
The
stores.
Yeah, this girl was telling me the name of the street. It's where all the high-end stores are. Yeah, we're going to go there.
Bentleys and all the Maseratis. Yeah.
She was telling me the name.
I've been there before, but I forget the name of it. I was just looking.
She sent me like a thing of and there's a thing called Fight Club.
Yeah.
It's a sneaker store. Yo, we gotta go in there and take pictures. They got $25,000 sneakers, Yeezys, and then they got the consignment Fight Club store. But they got like shit regular, 120 for dunks and stuff like that.
Okay, well yeah, we definitely gonna go in all them spots.
Yeah, we're gonna go there tomorrow. So we'll do Beverly Hills.
Yeah, we get an early start tomorrow. Do Beverly Hills, and then do the observatory. No, Beverly Hills, then the stores. That street, she told me the street, but then I got to text her so she can send me the information.
The tents are dirty. You know what I mean? Like telling you now how I used to see the tents. It was like you just think germs and shit.
Yeah.
So like they will brush up something like our wounds and stuff. They're like, it's because they got dirty tents, you know, and like. But like you said,
yeah, like the normal media might paint one picture, but these people down here that are really living it and going through it and see what's going on, their story will never get told. It'll be sight unseen to the public and the rest of the world forever. You only know if you were really there and experiencing it.
Yeah.
So like for like an individual like you to come on and to really dig and see what it is.
Yeah.
That's talking about that.
Yeah, this is what I do, bro. Wherever I go,
they
man.
Can sit here and be like, well, bums, they don't take care of the stuff.
Yeah,
no, it's something in fentanyl that's not letting our fucking wounds, heal up and shit. Like it's bigger than that, you know.
Well, back in the 1960s, fentanyl was used for medical for pain in hospitals. Like that. But now
it was for people that were on their deathbed though. They were in chronic pain that they would give them that since they were already dying.
And now it's a money maker
for the cartel.
Hey, not for the little people.
No, we just pawns.
Yeah.
Just pawns, The big scheme of things, but the fact that like you're talking about the xylazine earlier, that's used for a tranquilizer for something like an elephant.
Horses, deer, stuff like that. Well, the thing is, I've literally witnessed people in Philly in the park there. I'm looking at them. The guy that picked up the needles is like pointing and said, "This is one." You think they're dead? Literally, you think they're dead. The heartbeat, the respiratory system, everything is almost shut down.
That's their natural state.
That's what Narcan is.
It's a natural state.
Yeah. Oh man, no.
Yeah.
And it's something that the media ain't gonna touch on. They ain't gonna show the real story. Or what the root of it is. They're just gonna paint a picture, slap a sticker on it, and tell everyone else this is what it is. And it's gonna
be bums.
They're fucking dirty bums who are out here doing drugs. You don't know why I'm out here or why I'm doing fentanyl to begin with.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't wish this shit upon my worst enemy. Like, yeah, I like to get high, cool, whatever, but for the real root of the reason why I'm out here, ain't that.
Yeah.
It's far fucking from.
Yeah.
You know, we got a lot of people out here who are homeless for plethora of reasons. Unless you were to sit down and talk to them and find out what their story was, we all just going to be labeled the same.
Yeah.
Just someone who wants to live on the streets and get high and doesn't give a fuck about their life. And I've met a lot of very intelligent people and people that have been places in life.
Yep, I say it all the time. Yes, very true.
Very surprised.
Yeah, very true. Boy, they gonna be glad to hear this. It's just another confirmation that you just never know. You never know. Diamonds in the rough. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Blake checking in, and it is 20 minutes to 12 or 20 minutes to 1 your time. So I'm just checking in and say what's up. And anybody know this guy here?
Yo, what's up, man? I'm telling you, I came out, I saw it. It's for real.
Yeah. And so you know what? There's more to be done.
Yeah.
But right now, how it's going, the direction's moving in. Yeah, ain't no funny games.
Truth be told, man.
Yeah, real truth be told.
It's gonna be exposed, man.
Yeah, and a lot of it on a different level. This homelessness out here in LA is unbelievable.
Man,
how bad it is.
And from what I hear talking to some people, it got worse. The pandemic, man, just pushed a lot of things away.
Yeah.
And then what left behind? The mental illness.
Yep.
People with mental health, they get no help and they just left behind.
That's right. They live in even bigger tents.
And yo, and check this out. You got people getting thousands and thousands of dollars to try to fix the problem, but guess what? They ain't doing nothing because there's too much money at play. Yeah. Why fix it? You're gonna lose the money coming in.
Yeah. So you know, we just out here. I know it's late there. It's going on 1 o'clock, but here it's live. It's you know, people out hanging out, drinking. You know, sleeping on the sidewalk, yelling, getting in front of cars, and we just observing all the action that's going on, looking for somebody to interview because, you know, y'all know me. This is what I do.
You got somebody in if you watch.
Yeah, we're gonna. You know what? I'm gonna keep this on as I'm walking and talking too. So we're gonna find some people to share. Let them talk about what's happening, why it's happening, why it's not happening, how long has it been happening, and everything else that comes with that. So yeah, hey, which one did we go down before? That was that one.
Yeah.
Want to get on this side?
I want you to check out this dude from the chicken spot.
Where's
he
he
was
at?
telling me.
Oh,
man,
all right.
He was telling me some knowledge.
All right, well, good. All waves okay. That's what his shirt said. So, yeah. How you doing, brother? Yeah, what's that saying? I don't care about my promise. Oh. But yeah, so that's why we decided to come back out, see who else we can involve with this as far as putting this documentary together. This is ultimately how it works. You step outside your comfort zone. You generate things by your body language, by what you say, how you say, what you don't say. Everybody has that inner piece there that connected with something else. So this is Blake's connection. Step outside my comfort zone and say, this is who I am. Hey, is that where I was? No, that's not it. That's not it. I was down there. Yeah, that graffiti. So yeah, some.
I got this.
Where's he at?
What? It's on this side. He kicks.
Was we in the? What nationality
He's
is
from
he?
New York too.
Is black?
Nah, he's
Pakistani?
something like that.
All right.
But he was.
Did you tell him? Did you tell him
about
this?
I said yes.
All right.
I told him what we did. But you do.
All right, yeah, I want to
You
see.
know, like a good addict, I am. I'm telling everybody it's what we do. That's what you do. I don't do that. I can't even go, hey, look at that. Line for the club. You always see shit like that out in LA.
Yeah, I know. So yeah. All right.
What's up, bro? All right.
Hey, my brother, you from out here? Yeah. Hey, so listen, my name is Blake. I'm sorry if you're busy, but we out here, man.
Hold on 1 second. Cedric.
Yeah, Cedric. We out here attempting to put a documentary together about mental health, homelessness, and things like that. And so far, we've been pretty successful. We talked to some people that's living on the street physically, some down in Skid Row, and some people that ain't on drugs. They just, living. But like, what would you say is if you could, what would you say? Give me your take on what's happening out here as far as the homelessness goes. And before you even answer that, it's okay if you say no. I'll understand.
No, I'm not tripping.
But no, I want to. Yeah.
You want me to call you back, or you want to listen to my conversation? You want me to call you back, or you want to listen to my conversation?
So, all right, Cedric. So,
Yes, sir.
Tell us about your observation about the homelessness situation out here, the drugs, the people that are messed up off the drugs and whatever, the mental health.
Honestly, I'm born and raised here in Los Angeles, so I've been seeing this homelessness in Skid Row and people living on the streets, even further down where I grew up, off of 52nd and Avalon, by South Park. So all the way from there down to here. I think it's progressively gotten worse because of the rise in the inflation of all the, not even just commercial buildings, but even the homes that are even in Lamert Park or in the lower income areas. You know what I mean? Not up the hill, but down the hill. We still paying $800,000 on houses that, are not even in that realm. They're just doing that to drive us out of there.
Okay.
So they can get their own folks in.
Yeah.
Just in 2020, I'm not to, be racial, because I'm not racist or anything.
Yeah, it's just telling the truth.
You never in Lamert Park have seen a white person walking a dog through the alley late night off of Crenshaw and 43rd. You know what I mean? That's a weird sight to see.
Yeah.
They don't even come to our side of town. So you can see the gentrification going on, and the gentrification is causing homelessness. I don't even know how else to explain it.
How old are you, brother?
29.
29?
Yes.
Okay, where'd you go to school at?
I went to Florida A&M University.
Okay. You said Florida?
Florida A&M.
Oh, Florida A&M.
FAMU.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. And would you consider yourself an educated person?
Yes, sir.
Beautiful.
I graduated August 4th, 2017.
Yeah,
with my bachelor's in business administration.
And when you see things like you just expressed to me and others, how do you carry that? Do you talk about it, or you just acknowledge it and go on about your business?
We talk about it, and it's crazy because I have a friend, his name is Alonzo. He went to Morehouse. Shout out to Zoe the Motivator on Instagram. But
you said Zoe Motivator?
Zoe the Motivator.
Zoe the Motivator.
Yeah.
Instagram.
So he was talking about the homelessness issue and how many people we have that come from this city alone, Los Angeles to be exact, that are top entertainers, top athletes, top directors, things of that nature. And they could all come together as a collective unit and do something about the homelessness issue that we have on these streets. They're making so much money, and not to say that they're obligated to, but if you're a person who loves where they come from, you want to see it progress. You don't want to see it you don't want to see a rapid decline in people actually leaving these streets or leaving this community, and it's being taken over, and more commercial buildings are being put in, and more higher income housing is being put in. Apartments are $3,600 for rent, $3,800 for rent. You know what I mean? It's like the minimum wage is only what,
$15.
$15.
Yeah.
That's little to nothing compared to what they're charging for us to live.
Yeah.
So you have to go through all these jumps and loops, and it's really sad to see, because a lot of these people don't have the mental capacity to do so. They've been brainwashed.
Yeah.
That's the word of 2023 right there. Brainwashed. If you look at everything that's going on, these phones, they're bringing us down. Electronics, internet, period, is bringing us down. Our hate for our own people is bringing us down, which is also causing homelessness. It's running people out of LA. If you go to Lancaster, if you go to Palmdale, if you go to all those places, a lot of those people came from down here. But because of the rent and because of the inflation, everybody's like, yo, I can't do it out here. I'm gonna move out to the desert where there's nothing. There's no real.
So the gentrification is happening out here.
Oh, it's happening.
It's happening everywhere.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah.
Up in the East Coast too.
So let me ask you this. With that said, it was brought to my attention that LA County, across the board, they're trying to put a lot of people that are homeless in, for lack of better words, huts to get more money from the state.
Right.
Another con game, another hustle. My strong opinion. Yeah.
And in the homelessness, they actually take advantage of the homelessness, because a lot of the homeless folks out here, and not all of them, but a lot of them are on drugs. So with those drugs, they have rehabilitation centers, correct? But every time there is a person that is admitted into those rehabilitation centers, they're making money off of that. So they capitalize on the homelessness in whatever way they can. Whether it be the hospital, whether it be jail, whether it be rehab, they're gonna find a way to make them money.
Well, let me ask you this: don't you think those things are necessary? Or
no, okay, so I do think those things are necessary, but I also think that it's necessary to have the right people in those positions to work those programs to help people.
Right.
Because a lot of this stuff is not rehabilitation. Prison is for rehabilitation. You know what I mean? And people go there and get worse a lot of the time, or they get back out and do the same thing that they were doing.
Right. So go ahead. Go
I had
ahead.
a question.
Let him finish that point. Finish that point. So that was important. You said beyond the prison is necessary for rehabilitation, but the other stuff, you said the right people in place.
Yes, because I mean, you will have rehabilitation centers, but you will have some of those people who work at the rehabilitation center who are doing drugs.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
I've heard it, and I've heard about it a lot. I know people who have gone through rehab situations, and they tell me like, I've talked to people before. They will tell me they talked to people before they checked in. And those people who are checking them into those rehabilitation centers are doing drugs.
Damn.
We're doing drugs the night before. You know.
What would you say the strongest drug is out here that's being used? That you know
fentanyl.
of.
What's up, brother?
Okay.
How you doing, brother?
How you doing, brother?
The fentanyl is taking over the streets right now. It's really bad. It's an epidemic for sure.
I had a question relevant to the addiction centers. Do you feel that it's not equitable, where only certain people get the help, and people of color, they kind of get the shit end of the stick? Do you see that happening?
Well, if you want me to answer that honestly, people of color get the shit end of the stick in every situation.
That is the political reality. Right.
So yes, we do get the shit into the stick, for sure. And I think it's very sad. Black and brown. You know what I mean? They give our people in our community the shitty rehab centers and facilities.
The white boys get all of that good shit.
They get the lavish, they get the getaway, you know what I mean? And the proper treatment and the proper counselors who really know what they're doing and take their job very serious. Don't get me wrong, people in our community take their job serious, but not.
They don't have the funding either.
Also don't have the funding, because I feel like they just don't. We are not cared about in this country. Period.
Period.
Yeah,
Country,
yeah.
you said that.
And the policies speak to that. The policies themselves speak to that.
Yes.
The underdeveloped areas that are just being allowed. Look at Kensington, Philadelphia. Look how big that city is, man. Just being allowed to just melt.
They're painting us a vivid picture of how they want this world to go.
Yeah.
And how they want it to be.
Yeah.
In those laws, they're literally saying, here, we're gonna go ahead and write down everything that we know would put you in place to fail. This is, I don't know how many times we heard this from a lot of our black leaders.
Yeah.
This system was designed for us to fail.
Yeah.
Jail was designed for us to fail. So when we go to jail, that's that first strike. For whatever the felony was, whatever you did. Even if you did get a felony, you got a misdemeanor. There's still something on your name.
And you know, that also goes back to the treatment world itself, where now there's kid gloves for those of us who are not black or brown, and this whole treatment world, the whole mentality, the language, everything. Where you have people my age that are coming out of prison like, what the hell is this? You can get high and still be okay? It's just a different world, man. It's like you're walking into the future. 30 years ago, we never would have saw nothing like this. And here we are. You're 30 years old. I'm 58. You know, and it's like...
You are not 58.
Yeah, but yes, I am. You know how we are. We age gracefully.
Man. You look good, man.
Thank you, brother. 5'8", 65. But it's things that scare people. They will try to dismiss them, diminish them, because they make people uncomfortable. And when you're outspoken and you happen to look like me or you, it's a different flavor. It's historical. There's psychological reasons why. But you know, it has to be said. Because if I don't say it, you don't say it, and I'm twice your age, you know, you're gonna look the other way and wait for the next one. Tomorrow never comes.
That's why I made that point earlier about having all of these people from our community in these high places. You know what I mean? And shout out to Cat Williams, that is a real motherfucker right there. That is a real motherfucker right there.
Yeah.
But Dave Chappelle, another real motherfucker. They tell what's really going on out here. And I feel like as a community, we don't do a very good job of seeking the information so we can be 10 steps ahead, because that's what the other side is doing.
And you know something? Remember, blacks have a history of telling a story in joke form or through emotion or through the music. That's our history. That's why our music is loved everywhere. That's why I said when you look at culture, you go to black people. You know, but yeah, telling the story.
Right.
But yeah, brother, Curtis, and by the way, Cedric, Cedric.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate it very much, and we're gonna stay connected.